Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for today's media availability with LA Galaxy defender Jalen Neal. We'll go ahead and jump straight into questions from those in person. We'll open up with Damien. Go ahead, Damien.
Hello? Hear me? All right,
We can hear you.
cool. Appreciate it. I'm going to get you in trouble. Jay, first of all, get your thoughts on what can you guys learn from the Leon game going into you face an opponent now that you're familiar with a little bit.
I mean, it's kind of a different playing against these two teams. You know, you can't really take too many of the same tactics or styles of play we would like to use against Leon, against Vancouver. I mean, they do play in a similar shape, so I mean, at this point, we're just looking at what we can improve on ourselves, and that's keeping the ball, finishing our attacks, defending our box well, dominating both sides of the field, both boxes, just doing our own thing.
And when you come off a game like that, I mean, they capitalized on one chance. How do you guys come off the field though? You feel, of course, you're not happy that you won, but you feeling a little positive a little bit at the way that game ended, the way you guys played, aside from the one goal they scored.
I mean, yeah, there were some positives to take out of it, but I think, it was a much-needed win for us. I mean, it was a situation where we win and we advance, so the team was looking forward to that, obviously, at home. We knew we needed to come out with at least some type of result, and a loss wasn't good enough, so there wasn't really any, joyful positivity, Yeah, but a lot of takeaways from the game, mostly just stuff we can work on.
And now you into this game, knowing the result will get you through. What you say they sort of shape up the same way, but what do Vancouver do differently than Leon?
I think they keep more numbers back in their attack. I mean, especially their wing backs. I think Leon was pushing a lot of numbers up top, and in the wide spaces, that was kind of hurting us, especially in the first half. They were getting a lot of crosses off and a lot of close crosses off, in the box. They were getting inside, super easily. And Vancouver liked to hit a lot of, deep crosses, which Leon would do sometimes, but very rarely. I mean, they would like to get to, the end line inside the box.
And you guys just played them maybe a couple weeks ago, but if you flip aside that struggle that started at the beginning. I mean, that 20 minutes was pretty bad there, but from then on, you guys pretty much had your way in that game. Positives you can take from that game, even though you didn't play, but watching that last 65 minutes of the last time you guys played there.
It was great courage and fight from the team, obviously. They had a great mindset going into that second half, especially, not letting up on the press, not letting up on their work ethic. And their mindset, it was great from them. We were moving the ball, we were clean with it. I think everyone was, putting in a shift also. That's a big thing too. Everyone was pressing together, and they couldn't even find answers, to build out against 10 people, with a man up. So I think that just goes into a lot of it, just everyone working together as hard as they can.
And you personally playing a lot of minutes. First year with the first team and also coming off the national team. How are you feeling right now?
I mean, physically good, mentally good in every aspect. I mean, yeah, I'm confident coming back from the Gold Cup, obviously. It was a high level of play out there, and then, training with high level players every single day. I think it just pushes you to another level. You're forced to focus even more. Be on your A game, prepare even better, and prepare after for the next day even better also. But yeah, coming back, I feel good. I feel ready to go.
Your first game, you sort of went in as a sub. I mean, you're not expecting that, but what was going through your mind? I forgot who was it against? Jamaica, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting to come on that early in the second half. I didn't even know if I was gonna play or not. I hadn't heard anything. But no, I was always ready. I knew Aaron Long had something with his quad a little before the game, so I was just preparing to come on, hopefully as the next center back. And it was a challenge that I was willing to go up for against Michael Antonio for sure. And then the rest of the Jamaican squad, a lot of great attackers on that team. Very physical team too, aggressive, athletic. But yeah, it was a good challenge for sure. I loved it.
And how do you think, I mean, the January camp and this camp as well, how does that help you going forward for the rest of this year and even looking ahead to next year?
I think just giving me more confidence in my game, knowing I can keep, leveling up with each camper, throughout the season. It doesn't take an off season for someone to, get better. You can do that as the season, goes by. You can keep learning new things, small things that will help your game tremendously. And I think, that's something the January camp and the Gold Cup did, especially Gold Cup in terms of, aerial duels. In CONCACAF soccer, there's a lot of long balls, especially when we're a high-pressing team. The defense is just going to kick it up the field. So, I mean, it forced me to find different ways to win the aerial duels, even if it's not directly winning them, maybe just getting a bump on the forward so he takes a bad touch, and now one of our 6s or 8s or 10s, someone, picks up the ball in the midfield. Just, little stuff like that can, help your team keep possession.
So it's almost like it's a learning process every camp.
Yeah.
Really, for you, really.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what the coaches try to emphasize too. They don't want to just, have it like you're coming in here to play this tournament. They want to develop players also, from weaknesses they see. Yeah.
Awesome. Damien, is that all from you?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Awesome. Appreciate it. We'll go ahead and conclude there. Thanks, Jalen, for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jalen.